How's it going?
We'll stop the floor right away.
KG, what has the past 24 hours been like for you and finally getting a moment to achieve your dream?
It's been unbelievable. You know, the drive from Columbus to here, just 2 hours of just kind of reflecting on the whole journey so far. You know, I was sitting here about a year and a half ago, 2 years after I got drafted, and was talking about how cool it would be to play on this field, and how now I get to do it. So I'm super excited.
Konnor, how did you find out that you were coming up to the major leagues?
Yeah, manager in Indianapolis, Eric Patterson, he called me to his hotel room about 8:30 in the morning and said, "Hey, we're gonna send you up to Pittsburgh. Go kill it. I know you're ready. Just go keep being you." So it was a special moment.
Konnor, did you have any expectations that it might be quick, that you wouldn't be down there long?
I mean, I try not to look too far ahead. Like I was just really trying to be present and continue to develop and be as prepared as I could be for this moment.
Are you able to wrap your mind around how fast everything went? I mean, 2 years ago on this day you were in high school, and now you're playing shortstop in the major leagues. Are you able to kind of take all of that in?
Yeah, it's been an amazing journey, and I feel like I've grown so much as a player and as a person. I've just really been able to take it all in, and I'm glad I'm here today. Like I feel super ready for this moment.
Konnor, there's been a lot of talk for a lot of time about the future being bright around here with Skeens and Bubba and yourself. Now you guys all here, can you speak to the importance of paying off all that investment of hope with results?
Yeah, I mean, this team is loaded. You know, I get to come in here and just be a piece of this puzzle. There's a lot of guys that are on this roster that are doing great things already for our team, and I'm just thankful to kind of join the group and can try to contribute myself. And these guys they're warriors, and they're ready to win games, and I'm ready to do the same thing.
That said, there's a lot of expectations surrounding you. How do you personally manage that internally so that it doesn't weigh too much on you?
Yeah, just be me. You know, kind of go out there and just try to win every pitch. That's my goal. You know, it's the same game that I was playing in the minor league, same game here today. Like I'm just going to be competing, playing as hard as I can, and that hasn't changed over the past 2 years, and it never will. So as long as I can keep that same mentality, like my skills will take over.
I'm sure it's hard to put into words what you're doing, what the emotions are, but if you were to describe your emotions, would you say nervous, excited, what are you doing?
I think just a little bit of everything. You know, nervous, excited. You know, this is something I've dreamed of for a long time, and it's finally happening. And you know, just super emotional with all my family that's been right by my side this whole journey. And you know, I'm absolutely pumped to be here on opening weekend, get to play in front of the Pirates fan base for the first time. I'm super excited for that.
Konnor, after spring, you talked about getting back to being you, going to Indianapolis. Was there a conversation, a moment, an anything? I don't know. What enabled you to get back to being you?
Just being able to go have fun. I think just getting back to that was important. Not worrying about all that's going on in spring training. Just being able to go play games with my team in Indianapolis was really good for me. But yeah, just getting back to doing what I do, playing super hard. Just having a lot of fun on the baseball field.
You have a lot of relationships with the guys in that clubhouse already. Who was the first one to reach out after you were promoted?
I mean, a lot of them reached out. I know, Henry Davis, Jake Mangum, Nick York, those guys, Brandon Lau, they were all sending me texts. Seemed about around the same time, so they were sending me texts, and that's just another part of it. Like I feel so comfortable around these guys already, just from our time in spring, and I feel like it's going to be an easy transition.
Konnor, you've got a lot of guys in that room that have been in this position, kind of making their debuts with a lot of expectations. You get any advice from them on sort of how to navigate this early time in the majors? Yeah,
just a lot of them kind of say that there's a lot that goes on the debut day, and your main goal is to go do your job and help win a game. Don't let the distractions be too much for you. Handle it like a pro, but at the end of the day, the goal is to go win a game today, and that's the focus.
As you've gotten to shoot, Konnor, you mentioned this was your childhood dream since you were 5 years old. What was it like to
not only get that news, but to be able to share it with the loved ones in your life?
I mean, it's a call that I'll always remember. You know, I got to, you know, at the hotel, go back to my wife and tell her, and we got to have a, you know, special moment, just celebrating with her, and then was able to call my parents, and you know, everybody was scrambling to try to figure out how to get here as quick as they can, just to be able to celebrate together. So definitely a special moment. I've had a lot of people be able to pour into my life to get me here, and I'm super thankful.
Now you're only 9.
As you've gotten to share this news, is there, like, what have the best reactions been, and who else has stood out?
I don't know, man. I've had a lot of friends, a lot of people that were pretty shocked that it happened that quick. You know, 5 games in AAA, and there were some pretty funny reactions about that. But everybody's been awesome. I have a super strong circle of people that are supporting me and that love me from back home, and I'm just thankful to have a lot of great people in my circle.
Were you shocked?
No, I'm ready for this. I'm prepared, and you know, I was just trying to take it day by day and do my job and continue to get better, and I was ready for whenever the moment was going to come.
Well, I know you're 19, gonna be 20 in a few weeks. Do you feel like it's sunk in yet that you're here and you're learning the stuff that you did?
It still hasn't really hit me quite yet. You know, I just super glad to be here. Like this is a goal. The job is to get here, but not only get here, but you know, be able to have a long career here in the big leagues, and just try to make an impact on the field and then also off the field. Like I'm super excited to be here in Pittsburgh, and you know, get into the community, see what everybody's like outside of just playing baseball. So there's a lot of great things that'll come from this.
Konnor, what prepared you for this moment?
Just the years of training, you know, just trusting the process, and you know, not getting too high, not getting too low, just being the same guy every day, and just you know, really just having fun playing this game. Like I'm a guy that, you know, I thrive when I'm having fun, playing with a lot of energy, and just trying to do that every time I step on the field, and it's worked out for me for sure.
John?
Konnor, how good was it to have an off day to kind of digest everything that's going on here instead of just like walking off and playing and coming right to the ball court?
Yeah, I think it was it was pretty important. Really, just a lot of, you know, phone calls yesterday, a lot of moving parts. To be able to get here mid-afternoon, get settled in, get a good night of sleep, like that was super important.
Jonathan Mayo?
Konnor, right out of the jump, you had to make some swing changes just to make adjustments at each level. How much do you think you'll be able to kind of rely on that and know that different competition, you're able to make adjustments as you go along as you reach the size level?
Yeah, that's been the goal for me every level. I knew there was going to be some adversity I would have to overcome, and that's why I love this game so much, because there's so much failure, but the feeling of success and overcoming a struggle, that's a good feeling. So you know, I don't know what's gonna come from, you know, being at the highest level. I'm sure it's gonna be some ups and some downs, but you know, knowing that I've been able to adjust so easily throughout the minor leagues, like it just gives me hope that no matter what happens, like I'm gonna continue to work hard and the results will be there.
Tim? Konnor, whether it's been the focus on your at-bats in spring training or the swirl of the last 48 hours, the attention that's been paid to your promotion, have you gotten a tangible sense of how much this means to the fan base and on the broader scope of the organization itself?
Yeah, I've seen nothing but really good things from the fan base already, and I know it's a fan base that's, you know, just starving for a good winning team, and you know, I want to be a part of that so bad, and I'm glad I'm here and can finally, you know, do my part and try to go win some games.
Konnor, tell us your process of calming the nerves, slowing the game down, especially in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, you know, just really controlling, you know, my mental game. That's been big for me. Competing one pitch at a time, not getting too far ahead of myself, being present in the moment, and just go let it eat. Like just go give it everything I have, and it's been able to, when I step on the field, everything just kind of goes away, and it's kind of just like the baseball player in me just takes over, and it's a cool feeling.
Konnor, do you kind of have an idea of what that opening day environment's going to be like?
I mean, I've heard it's a sellout crowd, and I've heard it's gonna be bumping. So I'm ready to get out there and stand on that line for the national anthem. Just kind of really take it all in, and then when that first pitch is thrown, it's ready to go, and try to have the crowd something to cheer for during the game.
Konnor, you mentioned wanting to take everything in today. Is there anything that you thought about prioritizing, kind of soaking in your experience today?
I would just say, like, everything that I'm doing, even sitting here today, like this is something that I'm not going to do every day. Just being present, not getting too far ahead of myself, and just preparing myself the best way I can to go perform today. But I'm really looking forward to just a moment with all my family and friends after the game, because I got a lot of people coming to watch, and can't wait to just thank them for that.
Konnor, I'm sure you've seen the players that you've been compared to over the past couple of years, including Konnor Griffin Jr. What does it mean to you to be compared to a player like that, even knowing you want to be your own personal player? But what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's pretty special to hear the players I've been compared to, and those guys, they've done it at the highest level. They were in similar situations, but continued to work hard and get to where they were, and that's why everybody remembers them. So that's the path I'm trying to take. Today's the first day of kind of carving out a legacy that I want to build, and I'm ready to do that and try to be right up there with those top guys.
Konnor, you mentioned Chris Truby is a big person in your life in terms of developing at shortstop. How important has he been just this year, and your dreams of becoming that shortstop of the Pirates of the future?
Yeah, he's been fantastic. I mean, all the way back to last spring training, he's the guy that I kind of fell to, just because he understands my game. He knows what I want to work on. He's helped me develop in a lot of different ways, and to kind of team up with him here in Pittsburgh and be around him every day, it's going to be nothing but good for my development at shortstop.
Steve, I had a conversation with Jackson Holliday when he got called up about what it's like to sort of carry the top prospect label. What does it mean for you to be putting that chapter, short as it was for you, behind you, and have an opportunity to now go forward as a big leaguer?
I think it's great that all the prospect stuff that's behind me. I'm not worried about that anymore. It's all about winning games here in Pittsburgh, and it was fun. That the minor league stint was fun. I learned a lot. Like it was really good for my development the past 2 years. But now it's time to take all the skills that I've learned, all the adjustments I've made. It's time to go put them on the field and go win some games.
Last one here with Kevin.
There's been a lot of talk about a long-term contract extension, Konnor. How important is it to you to lock in long-term with the Pirates and kind of get a chance to be a franchise cornerstone?
Yeah, I mean, all I'm going to say is just I want to be a Pirate for a long time. This is a special place, and thankful to be here.
Thanks.